everybody? This is Jabril Muhammad, founder of Accountable. I have definitely been taking my time, and what we've done is we created a smart contract for the XRP ledger via AlphaNet, which is a test network environment for smart contracts. So we have some new transaction types that are introduced. Contract create, which allows us to create contracts. Contract call, which allows us to call the contract. And then contract delete, which allows us to delete the contract. So as we go through some of my stuff in the terminal, this was assisted with AI. This is being compiled by WASM, using some JavaScript and something about Rust. I don't know if it's like a runtime environment. I don't know what Rust is, but my AI was able to help me out with that part of it. Um, so I'm a junior dev or entry level dev. Went to a boot camp. I decided that this is something I want to figure out. I've been messing around with the XRP ledger, specifically just doing content on it. Kind of started a coding journey, and it's been real stressful. But some things aren't going to be super duper easy. So my story is just even crazy in the coding thing. I don't even want to get down that far on that path though. But we're here. It's 2025, and I've decided for my life that this is something I want to build upon, which is be a developer and a contributor to the XRP ledger, which is why I started the company I have called now, which is Accountable. And before we get into this explanation of what's going on here, what Accountable is a tokenized real estate platform. We allow issuance and management of assets, specifically real estate assets. Also, we are building out a marketplace and a couple other things that allow people to participate in some of these offerings. So watch out for Accountable. It's spelled ACCOUNTABUL. Means the fatherhood, the steward. We got to hold ourselves accountable in all spaces of life, especially if we want to consider ourselves good people. So let's get back into this video just to show you all the results. What this contract does, what we've been able to do, we're able to connect and fund a wallet. So we had to connect and we connect to AlphaNet, which is a testnet environment. We funded our wallet, which is a simple faucet from the XRP ledger. These are like native testnet features and things of that nature, which creates a wallet and funds it with a specified amount of test XRP. Um, then we were able to deploy this contract. We built the logic to deploy the contract to AlphaNet, and then we also built some logic AI. Don't I'm gonna have to say we speaking to AI is a part of me now. Then we also built some logic for contract calling. We're entering a new paradigm. And this is my opinion. We're entering a new paradigm where everyone is going to be able to build, but I think the word engineer is going to be held with high regard, because engineering all of this stuff is not an easy thing. As I'm learning myself, but those who stick with it, have perseverance, you'll figure out what you need to figure out. Like we did tonight, I learned a couple of things. We were deploying these contracts and they were failing. So for the contract deployment, there is a minimum drop fee of about 200,010 drops. And in XRP equivalent, that's about zero point 0.2 XRP. So that was one of the reasons we were failing. And all of these new transaction types have some type of XRP related fee to it, which is the coolest thing ever. Uh, do you all understand what's going to happen to the asset XRP if you have hundreds of thousands of smart contracts being created daily. Like, and we can, oh, I don't, man, it's no other blockchain like the XRP ledger. I'm just very amazed at how structurally this was built, how well thought out the ledger was built out. And we're still learning about it as well. We've been in it for 4 years, 5 years going on now. But as an investor, now we're turning on to the technical side. I just love the XRP ledger. Sorry for fanboying out like that, but let's run through this so I can get you up out of here real quick. So as you see, we are going to load the contract information. Um, right here. Actually, is this the deployment or is this the contract call? So let's deploy. Um, let's deploy contract. Gonna deploy this contract, and you all can see in real time what's going on. Boom, connecting to AlphaNet. Loading our wallet right here. Boom, giving us a brand new wallet. You see contract deployed successfully. That's great. Um, got a public key, so it loaded the smart contract. Boom. Uh, pulled it from our files. Gives us the file size, which is needed because we are limited in byte sizes is how large of a file we can upload, and then it also gives us a hex length, a hexadecimal length. Something about how blockchains interpret information, it needs to be in this format. Now, step four, it prepares the contract create transaction. So you see contract create, which is the type of transaction from whatever wallet endpoint we give it, and it gives us again the byte size of the contract, which was already given to us right here. Just another layer for us to, you know, hey, this is the size of that contract. Because this is very important. This is very important. If it's too big, I believe it's going to fail. Step five, now we sign the contract and submit. So here is autofill fee right here, 500,000 drops, which is about zero point 0.5 XRP. I don't know if this can get any cheaper, which I'm assuming it can. But for right now, for the XRP ledger, I think that creating a smart contract should cost a decent amount of XRP, and right now, zero point 0.5 XRP is a pretty expensive transaction type, especially if XRP is one day worth $1,000 per token. You already see how expensive that could get if that price appreciates. But zero point 0.5 XRP will always be zero point 0.5 XRP. So now you see we get a transaction hash. The transaction was signed. We get a transaction hash. We connect to AlphaNet, and then we get our test results back. Transaction or test was successful. Was applied. Then you get all of your information for the transaction. You get the transaction hash. This is the JSON right here. The engine result. All of the information that you needed, which ledger index it was, um, the accounts, the account balance. Look at all that. Good stuff. Boom, boom. Gives us everything we need. Function name. Great, 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 great. And AI is just so good because, if you don't know anything, you can just go freaking look it up. And that's the perfect thing about AI. So we're going to go look at that transaction. And as you see, transaction occurred. Yep, right there. Well, this is my older transaction right there. So sorry about that. Uh, boom, and we can save this contract if we want to. But after all that is done, we are automatically disconnected from AlphaNet because that's what you should do. And if we wanted to, we could save the contract. We could call the contract, and let's call that contract real quick. See what information it gives us outside of what we already know. Contract call successful. It lets us know that the contract call was successful. This is another type of transaction, and we haven't done contract delete yet. So I'll figure that out later. And as you see, the XRP balance is going lower and lower as we keep deploying and messing around with this issuing account. Let's see if we can see that. Boom. So yeah, um, this is one of those moments for me where you kind of don't know exactly what you did, but it works, and I kind of understand it. I see the information that's being populated. So this is when I go in into studying the code, allowing AI and all the resources online to give me more information. I'm a person I like to understand this type of stuff, and if we want to be, it's like this is how I look at it. You got technicians, and then you got engineers, and like a technician can come in and put his hands on the tools. Okay, here, want me to connect this for you. Boom. It's like using N8N. You know, I'm coming in, all I need is a couple APIs and things of that nature. Boom. Then you have engineers, and the engineer is like designing this from scratch, or making sure that making sure that you're hitting all the parameters. Like you gotta be calculating byte sizes and things of that nature. So this is that phase that I'm in right now, and this is just really really cool to me. I know that it's not even more than 100 people working on this in the entire globe right now, which is for me that's kind of huge. It's like I'm in my own niche environment, but also I see the opportunity, and sometimes you have to like just do the work. And this was one of those nights. So I'll continue playing around with these smart contracts on uh, AlphaNet, but I'm about to go to bed, and I'll figure out a little bit more information tomorrow. So, guys, this is breaking information. I mean, like, I don't know who puts out a video about smart contracts on the XRP ledger, but here you go. It's probably the only person in the world that has recorded a video of this full feature, letting it connect. We'll go through some of the code as well. I believe that's what I want to start doing and creating that environment for developers, because we need developers for accountable as well. Got a small team, but we're always needing more people. And it's a lot of us that have great ideas. I'm more of a visionary person, visionary founder, leading over to that technical role. But there's a lot of visionary people that need help connecting dots, and hopefully that's what we can provide here with accountable. It is Fiction Crypto and Jabril Muhammad. I go by like 15 different names, but they all you all can find me pretty public. So once again, you all peace out. Oh.